Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 11th. In today's lesson, we will discuss about the language questions asked in the lesson Discovering Tet. The saga continues. Now, question is, what do you think are the reasons for the extinction of languages? What do you think are the reasons for the extinction of languages? Answer is, a language can become extinct due to many reasons. A language can become extinct due to many reasons if the world adapts with technology and advancement. They make changes accordingly. If the world adapts with technology and advancement, they make changes accordingly. Example, the Sanskrit language cannot be seen used on a daily basis by people. The Sanskrit language cannot be used on a daily basis by the people. However, in ancient times, it was a language used both verbally and in writing. Also, if some levels of restrictions is imposed on a certain class of people not to use the language, it can become extinct gradually. Another question is, do you think it is important to preserve languages? Do you think it is important to preserve languages? Yes, it is very important to preserve language as it helps us to understand our culture and traditions, right? ये बहुत ही ज़रूरी है कि हम लैंग्वेज को प्रिजर्व करें क्योंकि ये हेल्प करता है हमें कि हम अंडरस्टैंड करें अपने कल्चर को अपने ट्रेडिशन को. It helps in cultural cultural development and it helps us to connect with the important past events. It gives us knowledge about literature and the history of the language. Right? Let me repeat the answer. Yes, it is very important to preserve language as it helps us to understand our culture and traditions. It helps in cultural development and it helps us to connect with the important past events. It gives us knowledge about literature and the history of the language. Now, another question is, in what ways do you think we could help prevent the extinction of languages and dialects? In what ways do you think we could help prevent the extinction of languages and dialects? Answer: we could help prevent the extinction of languages and dialects in the following ways. First, by including the teaching of languages and dialects in schools and college curriculums. By including the teaching of languages and dialects in school and college curriculums, right? Number second is by promoting the use of language and dialects verbally. Number third is by conducting seminars and plays to pass the knowledge of the languages and dialects to normal people. And the number fourth is by inviting people to take a few months course about learning languages and dialects. Working with the words. Given below are some interesting combination of words. Explain why they have been used together. Now, first word is ghostly dust devils. Ghostly dust devils. Now it refers to the anger of the dust winds by frightful moments on those people who tries to disturb the king. Ghostly dust devils means it. Why this combination has been used? It is because that it refers to the anger of dust winds by frightful moments on those people who tries to disturb the king. Another is desert sky. Desert sky, it refers to the dusky sky of the desert. Stunning artifacts. Stunning artifacts means it refers to the beautiful items which were found in the tomb. Now there is another combination, that is funerary treasures. It refers to the gold items which were kept while burying the king because Egyptians believe that there is an afterlife. Funerary treasures. Funerary treasures. It means the gold items which were kept while burying the king because Egyptians believe that there is an afterlife. Scientific detachment. Scientific detachment. This combination refers to the indifference towards science. Scientific detachment, it refers to the different indifference towards science. Now there is another combination, that is dark bleed clouds. It means dark clouds containing rain. Dark bleed clouds, it refers to the dark clouds containing rain. That is cascade gray. Another combination, cascade gray. It refers to the stars were covered by dark bleed clouds like wave jewels are kept in a casket box. Now there is another combination, that is eternal brilliance. It refers to the timeless luster and shine of the gold and other valuable items of the king. Now there is another, that is a ritual resins. A ritual resins means it is a customary duty in the process of buying a dead body. Now there is virtual body, that is three-dimensional body created by CT scan. Here are some commonly used medical terms. Find out their meanings. These are commonly used medical terms which we must remember, and we must know the meaning of these terms. These are the medical terms. Now first is, that is CT scan. CT scan is a three-dimensional scan of a body with the help of hundreds of X-ray in cross section together. Right? CT scan, it is a three-dimensional scan of a body. CT scan is a three-dimensional scan of a body with the help of hundreds of X-ray in cross section together. Now there is another medical term, that is MRI. It is magnetic resonance imaging. Magnetic resonance imaging, a medical examination by the help of strong magnetic field and radio waves to create a detailed image of the organs of the body. MRI. MRI means magnetic resource imaging, a medical examination by the help of strong magnetic field and radio waves to create a detailed image of the organs of the body. Now there is another term, that is tomography. Tomography means a technique used to display a cross section of a human body using hundreds of X-rays or ultrasound. Now there is another that is autopsy. Autopsy means a post-mortem examination. Autopsy means a post-mortem examination used to discover the cause of death of the dead person. Now there is another, that is dialysis. Dialysis means the process of purification of blood. The process of purification of blood with the help of a machine which works as a substitute for kidney. Now there is another, that is ECG. ECG means electrocardiography. Electrocardiography. It is also known as electrocardiography. It is a process to test the signs of heart disease by recording the electrical activity through small electrodes attached to the chest, arms, and legs. ECG. It is also known as electrocardiography. It is a process to test the signs of heart disease by recording the electrical activity through small electrodes attached to the chest, arms, and legs. Now there is another, that is post-mortem. Post-mortem means an examination of a dead body to know the cause of the death. Right? An examination of the dead body to know the cause of the death. Now there is this called post-mortem. Now there is another, that is angiography. Angiography means radiography of blood or lymph vessels. Now there is another biopsy. Biopsy means examination of tissues removed from a living being to know the reasons for the disease. So this was today's topic. Thank you very much.